Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Kaze and the Wild Masks. We left off last time, about to enter Toxic Tide, which is World 3. So let's get right to it. This is once again post-commentary. Still part of that 3 a.m. session, man. Feel the flow. And indeed I was at the time. I mean, I just couldn't put it down. It's fun. Even if you're having a difficult go of it, dying left and right. But things kind of ease up. This stage is kind of like a nice breather. Very Clankers Cavern like water. So immediately you should be thinking, it's shark time again. Yeah, very mellow. Like it. Here's the K. And there's the shark. For as far ahead as I've played so far, this is the last time we see this mask, so I kind of hope it appears again at some point. I like it. I love the blue bandana still. It's weird underwater cactuses, I don't know. Well, actually, no, everything's a vegetable. What is that, a zucchini then? Those guys look strangely familiar too. I can't place it right now though. I know I've seen something like that in another game. Defeat 7 enemies. Oh, is this the one that I botched up at the very end? Yeah, it is. Ah, well, it's a quick failure though. Get to see more of the shark mask, so why not? It's really fluid, man. I love how this thing feels. I mean, you could tell just looking at it that it controls pretty well. Well, I guess it's a bad example, but I think that was just my own steering. But we get it this time, it's good. So how's everybody doing? Hanging in there? Have you picked up this game yet? I imagine if it ever goes on sale or something, like at that point it's highly recommendable to pick up. It seems like the type of game that might be included in one of like those big, like on the Nintendo Switch anyway, they tend to do sets of games in a sale. Like Capcom or whatever. I'm not sure though how this would fall. Yeah, I almost got through that no damage, but then I was stupid and bumped into him. I really gotta look up the soundtrack to this game. I hope it's available somewhere. Because, yeah, there's a mellow vibe to a lot of these tracks that I greatly enjoy. This being one of them. This one is super subdued. Ow! Almost relived the pain there. There's that. Did you hear it? It's very subtle, that squealing noise that just kind of fizzles out. Very Donkey Kong Country, aquatic ambiance. Man, I was bumping into everything, wasn't I? That was the dumbest thing. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying to hit his lantern thing on his forehead, figuring that was the weak point, but those things can't be destroyed, and I bashed into his teeth anyway. That rushing water noise, too. The music and the water sounds of this game remove all the other sounds. Crank up the volume, and that's something you could fall asleep to easily. But this guy, though, is pretty much the quite opposite mood of comfortable sleep. I was just hoping he didn't get me, looking for stuff. Luckily, as long as you stay moving, he's always one step behind you. There's the bonus room, I caught it. I don't know how I dodged him. Well, I didn't, I guess. He got me at the end. Very easygoing bonus room, too. Perhaps because it's world, or level 1 of this world, it kind of goes back to being a little easy. I mean, that thing was scary chasing you, but... They seem to give you pretty much just enough time to complete those things. Under casual gameplay circumstances, anyway. Who knows what people may find in the days to come. You know what also this music reminds me of? Crazy section there, right to the end. There were subtle vibes of that sounded very much like Star Fox Adventures when you're in the Krazoa shrines and stuff. Did we do it? Oh! That's alright, that's one that I would easily go back and replay to get those 100 purple things. So, pretty easygoing start to this world compared to some of those later levels of World 2. Just taking a look at what we got. Look at, we're almost there at the end. I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, now we're getting into the toxic stuff, which has a very cool glow to it. This stage gave me so much trouble though. Zipline, Zipvine. Cool name. It is a cool level though too, and I trimmed it down. Pretty much expect from here forward, the way these videos are gonna go, every section from the start to the checkpoint, there's gonna be at least one death. After every bonus level, there's gonna be at least one death. And after the main checkpoint of every stage, there's gonna be one death. But after that one death in each of those circumstances, it'll go straight to the part where I succeed. But there's also way more deaths that actually happened. Hopefully, when I resume playing this at not 3 AM, there's less of that though, and I can just do it pretty clean. Yeah, I kept doing that. I kept jumping, trying to backtrack, and I would slam into that one. And then right here, I died that same way so many times, but cutting it out. Let's get to the checkpoint, or the bonus room. I don't know which comes first. Zipline mechanics are always so much fun, though. Kind of reminds me of Aladdin on the Super Nintendo when you get that cloth. You just slide down stuff. Or perhaps the curtains of Yoshi's Woolly World. Kind of a similar thing going on. Almost did it again. But yeah, I learned after several deaths to just jump down there and stick to the lower path. Finally made it! And there's the bonus, clear as day, and I thought, oh, I'll get the checkpoint first. Not that it matters, because remember these things save. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna jump in the pool by accident, so I wanted to hit the checkpoint. This one's pretty straightforward. I mean, I guess they all are. Whoa, did you hear that bass line? Probably not. Sometimes I go to edit these and I think the volume is good, but then when I watch it after the fact, I think the game's too quiet. Eh, there we go, the after checkpoint death. Let's succeed now. That was really dumb too, because it's pretty clear as day. You crumble and pick it up. Don't try to grab it any other way. I like this world's music. Just, it's so dude. I can't even place any other game that had something like this in recent times, anyway. Like, normally it could be a mellow track, but there's still very prominent instrumentation. Caught that glimpse too. At some point, I don't know when I caught it, but I saw it glowing. This is a neat room. Each one you collect lowers it. And then the thing is at the top, so you gotta come back up, and naturally what's gonna happen? It's gonna start rising. But luckily they give you these little jelly springs. It's like you realize it's happening with just enough time to still make it. That's cool too. I always like when games do stuff like that. After a bonus or whatever, they spawn you on an enemy, the exact moment to squish them. Yeah, cut out the failures, and it's just kind of a smooth, comfy ride, despite the environment, I guess. Wrong button. Luckily, that's all it was. I would imagine if I was recording this after having beaten the game on like a second playthrough, there'd be a lot less to cut out. I'd just be remembering this stuff. Well, we got everything, just not the no damage. That's good enough for me. Even if there is something at the end for doing no damage every stage, I don't know if that's something I would want to do. I don't know if the stress is worth it, is what I'm saying. Somebody's sick. I don't know what's happening here still. I don't think I'll ever know. But they're neat to look at. Scales Showdown. This stage, I mean, the gimmick is clear as day. You see it, it's scales. But speaking of having to do cuts, this is one of the rare examples where everything about this was pretty straightforward and clean. There may be a failure here or there, but we'll see. As I was skimming the footage, I was like, oh wow, I don't have to cut anything. So I don't know how I feel about the difficulty of this game so far. It seems... I gotta think more about it. Because World 2, especially by like level 2 or 3 of it, it seemed to really ramp up. And then you come to this, and it's really not that bad. This whole toxic cave thing seems pretty laid back, almost like it could have been World 2. Or maybe by this point I was finally getting the hang of something and playing a little better, but I don't know. Oh, I think the thing with this one though is I didn't get any of the bonus rooms. I feel like I may have just passed one, hitting the checkpoint already. Corn shooting dudes. It's like Plants vs. Zombies or something. That was close. That was definitely almost a death. Just get out of there. Another one, man. I could barely hear the music. It's a double set of scales here, but really, nothing to it. I've been wanting to play the Worms games. I think I was talking about that recently in something. Oh, in the live stream I was talking about. Yeah, that was the end of the stage already. I didn't see any of the bonuses. Something tells me they were probably hiding behind those walls of the platforms. Yeah. So now I think it might start to ramp up. I can't remember, honestly. But this is a nice little middle cushion. Definitely don't mind the easygoing, mellow mood. Wait, is that the one that was just sick and now he's on a podium? Gusty Cliffs. Oh yeah, I kind of do remember this one. I think there was some failure. We might get the tiger mask again in this stage, I believe. And that one seems to give me the most trouble. Well, that and the auto-running one. Oh, I think I do something stupid here, too. Yeah. I just wanted to see what it looks like down there, you know. Oh yeah, there's a tornado chasing. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see it on the edge of the screen. There's hot air balloons in the background again. So now you gotta kind of get used to Mega Man X type things with your air dash and wall clinging. I don't really know what to say about that. Just stupidity on my part, I guess. Definitely a cool set of slingshots that was. I'm just kind of mesmerized by it. It's one of those games where the mellow sounds and just the wind environments and stuff, you just kind of stare in awe. Oh yeah, I realized I chose poorly and tried to correct it, but was close. But yeah, is there a game that you guys... that's like pretty challenging of a game, but you guys have gotten so good at it that even if you're half asleep, you could still kind of go through it with no real problem? Because I feel like this could become one of those games. After you get through the first playthrough and you kind of learn what... you know what to expect. It definitely has all the other mellow pieces. Not a very good performance, and I once again did not see the bonuses. Makes me wonder. Even this world map music, it's slightly different. It's the same theme every world, but it's slightly different, kind of like the Yoshi's Island thing. That's crazy. That's neither Kaze or Hogo. Toxic Lake, kind of like this zipline level. But, oh no, this one has very much Donkey Kong Country 2 mechanics. I liked this level though, this one's pretty good. Those little loops, that was Donkey Kong Country 2, right? Wasn't sure if you could do anything to those, but nope. It's kind of another one of those instinctive moments. Wide open space and a way to get over there. There's definitely going to be something over there. At least in a platformer like this. I'm definitely very curious to see what happens at the end. If all of the photos do get pieced together, what kind of bonus modes are unlocked. what 100%ing things really means. There's lots of questions still. I guess this is similar to the caves of Donkey Kong Country in terms of the mellowness. This section I messed up a few times because you have to start using these corn cob shooter dudes as platforms, and I forget at what point, but hesitated there too. I think that was like my first folly, and now I was in kind of panic mode. I like how Kaze wears that little ring on her one ear. Oh, that's what it was, yeah. So, some similar crap happened 2 or 3 more times, but this is the successful attempt. At least I don't lie to you and act like I did this the first try or something, you know? That would be pretty dumb. I don't know, it's hard to think of stuff to say. I'm just... That was very difficult. That's one of the times I died. I waited too long and missed the corn cob and dropped into the acid. I mean, it's not very hard. And well, that to the right, you know, to the right, that's where the other bonus room is. I don't get it. We're very close to the end, and I don't get the second one. And seeing it now, everything just screams that it's right over there. Yeah, cool level. What I was gonna say, I didn't know what to say because just watching it and listening to how chilled out the music is, it just kind of zones you out. Like, yeah, I'll just sit here quietly and enjoy it, you know? Not very toxic of a lake when you add that kind of music over top. It's Metroid Prime. No, it's a crazy carrot. I don't really know. Ride to Heaven. Oh, yeah. What does this stage remind me of? There's other games that had similar things, but it doesn't feel like Donkey Kong Country. And I don't think Yoshi either. You see what I mean, though? Everything's just kind of... Compared to the challenge that was in some of those World 2 stages, this is just kind of easy going. Stupidity on my part there. But it's one of those stupidity moments where you're like, oh yeah, now I see it. I know exactly what I should have done. So then that's what we do. If only life had those redos, you know? So this, what does this remind you of? Well, I guess in a way, I can picture like the Trick Track Trek of Donkey Kong Country. That was kind of like an on-rails little track thing. So never mind, I think that is what I was trying to think of. Or Tanked Up Trouble, that variation of it too. I'm still kind of baffled that this game didn't start with a mask. Well, I mean, World 1 makes sense. Get used to what Kaze can do. Vanilla. It wasn't until like Dash 3 or 4, right, that the first mask appeared? So that, and just seeing the difference between this world and World 2, it just kind of makes me wonder. Like, maybe this would have been a better World 2. Anyway, I feel like I said that same thing about 4 times now. Has anybody ever played that Plants vs. Zombie shooter thing? I haven't, but it's not really my kind of thing, though. Oh yeah, saw that, was tempted. All the way back to the checkpoint, but it's not that long of an ordeal. Gotta remember to duck next time. Yeah, these little tomato shooting dudes kind of remind me of that. There's one last nerve-wracking section. Kind of makes you hustle all of a sudden. Got the 100 purple gems, so that's good. I remember at the end of Ukulele in the Impossible Lair, when I was so close to the end actually doing it, I actually started shaking uncontrollably just out of nervousness. Just this kind of has a similar, not as intense vibe, but that whole, right at the very end it kind of picks up and there's like one last rush. It's like any little slip up and you're done. But yeah, that was definitely more mellow compared to Impossible Lair. Oh, well, that was the last stage of the video, so yeah. Oh yeah, I remember why too, because seeing this, I thought that little bud was the boss hanging down on the next level, but we'll see it again after this picture. I think it's like the story of the ancestors and how the vegetables went bad or something. That's what it seems like. But Sprint of Spirits, it came to mind the lizard mask, and it is indeed a lizard stage, so I was like, we'll save that for next time. So see you guys then. Thanks for watching.